What's going on? I am the congestedness sound coming from my head. I am the Boston Mike, and this is my boy.
D-Way, what do you
And
see?
we are living room referees where we just talk wrestling and give you points and our opinions in wrestling.
The best
You listen to
opinions.
us. You
Best in the
comment with
world.
us. I think so. Kind of missed him this week. I mean, we had a couple of weeks to see him, Punk, and he didn't show up this week.
I know, I was kind of curious if he was going to show up and attack Drew, but that didn't happen.
Got a banger intro. I wonder how much he pays for that.
Yeah, I don't know. I'm sure they got some type of agreement with them.
I mean, it's probably the only thing that's ever made that band famous.
I know, I've never heard of another song from them.
Yeah, it's one of those great ones. Well, Monday night was this past Monday, a couple of nights ago. So let's get right into it, buddy. What do you say?
Right into it.
I'm gonna run it. I'll run it tonight because you do too much, you guys. You know what? Let's give Dave an applause because he does all the editing. He works very hard on this channel. And I give him my hat to you. I would tip it off,
Thank you,
but
sir.
I want to acknowledge that all hard work you put into the videos. People don't think they're hard.
a lot
They're
of
just
work.
going to take a camera. It really is, man. When I used to do the YouTube shit, I was like, man, dude, I can't stop looking at my picture in the background. I look jacked. I like that.
You
So
look
man.
jacked. I know,
Dude,
right?
your body frame was like my high school football coach. He was like 70 years old, but he had the body of like a fucking. He was ripped. He could outrun anybody.
Rocking those short shorts too.
Oh yeah, he wore those 70 short shorts.
You just see his fucking
He's
dick
such a nice
hanging
guy.
out.
Good coach. He's still alive. Well, no, he's still alive.
Is he? He's still.
I don't know. I'm old, so
Gym
everyone's
teacher?
dead nowadays.
Everyone's dead
So-
nowadays.
Raw. What are you giving Raw this week, buddy? Let's hear
Yeah,
your opinion
straight-
first.
Thumb and 1/2.
Thumb and a half.
I thought it was good. It started off with a banger with the street fight. I thought it maybe had some dull moments in here. I wasn't really interested in the 6-man or 6-woman tag team match with Natalia coming back. The main event was a banger. Finn versus Ray was good. So there's a few things. It was really the tag team championship match with the women, Jade and Bianca.
It was all right. Yeah.
It was a good match, but I mean, kind of knew who was going to win that at the end of the day.
I agree 100%. Well,
Yeah.
I'm gonna give it 1 1/4, bro.
1 1/4?
I'm gonna tell you why. We're gonna get into it. You know why? The main reason why I give it 1/4.
Mm-hmm.
I don't hate a lot of wrestlers.
Yeah.
There's a few that I cannot fucking stand. My blood boils when I hear them, see them, talk about them. That is Bret the Hitman Hart. I fucking hate him. I cannot stand him. I think he's a fucking arrogant putz that he probably killed Owen Hart. He probably cut the
He cut the cord himself.
Yeah.
Isn't that his own brother? This is like his brother-in-law, ain't it?
Dude, Cain Abel? No, it was his brother. Owen Hart was his brother. Brother-in-law was David Boy Smith and
That's right.
Jim the Anvil Neidhart. But still, I cannot stand Bret Hart. We're going to get into that. So I'm going to give him a finger and a quarter.
All right.
Yeah, the 2 women's matches. I mean, the Jade match wasn't bad. Like, it wasn't terrible as bad as the 6-woman battle. It just, dude, I'm sorry, Sons of Basil. Zoe should be by herself. I think Zoe was peaking. I think she was getting up there when she was by herself. We'll get it. Are we going to talk about this match or no?
No, I didn't have it in there.
Okay.
So if you want to talk about it,
I think Zoe was like. I really felt like when Ronda was just about left, she was peaking. She was getting a fan base, and then she partners up with no eyebrow, Baszler, whatever her name is. I cannot stand her. If you watch it, every time she fights, she messes up. She messed up 4 times I counted. She messes up all the time.
Yeah.
Her promos are, I want to. I just don't like her. The other one, what is her name? The main leader of
Sonya Deville.
Okay, I kind of like her as a villain. I think she's a tough SOB. I
Yeah.
think she can really play the villain card. But these 3 are just.
I don't know. I don't think the group really meshes well. I don't know.
No, they don't.
I think you were right. Not Shayna Baszler, but the blonde Zoe Stark. I think she was doing better
Zoe Starks.
solo.
Yeah, because she came
She
in.
didn't need to
She
be in a
came in
group.
and she was with Rhonda, and then she moved around. I feel like that she needs someone.
Hmm.
The women's in Raw solos are not stacked. It's all tag teams. Everyone's tag teaming up.
Yeah.
Piper's with, Chelsea Green, and all these women are like teaming up. We got to push it. I'm sorry. I liked not only because they're beautiful women, but I like watching the women wrestle now because they could
Hmm.
put on some
Yeah.
bangers of a
They
fight.
can go.
You
Hmm.
know, I think
Shoot.
Survivor Series War Games. There was a banger of a match. The women's Royal Rumble was better
Yeah.
than the men's.
Yeah, it
I
was. I
mean,
agree.
I'm sorry. It's just why am I apologizing? I have nothing to apologize for. I'm just saying I really, women can bang. So let's just let Zoe be by herself. Sorry, I went on a tangent.
No, I like it. I
Um,
like it.
so yeah, I mean, I'm gonna give it 1.25. Let's get into the reason why
Okay.
my scores are so low and yours is you're only up a quarter, so it's not
Yeah.
too bad. But I mean, whew, dude, can you remember the last time Ross started out with a match before a huge promo?
I thought this was good. Should have. I thought it was going to be the main event, and when they
Oh,
started off
dude,
with it,
they started out
I was
left.
like, all right, who's going to come out and cut the first promo of the show and talk for about 20 minutes? And they went straight
That's what
into a
I was
street
thinking. I'm
fight.
like, it was like 6:50. Yeah, it's like 6:58. I was like, oh, I'm watching USA, and I'm like, who is gonna come out? Rhea's
Hmm.
been out for a couple of times. Dom, maybe. I don't know who's gonna come out. And then bam, they just said, you know what? We're gonna give you a fight first. And
Yep,
dude, that was a
that match was good.
banger of a fight.
That match was good. I really enjoyed that match.
You brought something up last night I want to talk about real quick. Are you tired of seeing the same weapons? Because you said you're
100%.
kind of
Well, see, I mean, I've been recently introducing you into AEW, and you've seen some of their hardcore matches. Now,
chains, gas.
yeah,
Who
now
the fuck
compare it.
uses?
Now compare it to the WWE hardcore matches. We got like the same
Well,
four or five
it's like
weapons.
pro hockey. Here it is. Here's my annihilate. Oh my god, I'm so congested. Stuff.
Annihilation.
Thank you. Here's my thought on this. It's like pro hockey and amateur AAA
Like,
hockey.
yeah,
These guys beat the shit out of each other. Playoffs or not, their goons are out there. Pro hockey's. So when you're a pretty boy in the WWF, that's just my thought process on it.
yeah.
That maybe
No,
they're
I see
just like a
that.
pretty boy. But yeah, dude, I'm with you. I think it's time we introduce some different weapons, bring back some weird things. I don't know. A pool cue. Give us a pool cue. Oh my
Yeah, I
god.
mean, I remember Al Snow? He used to bring out like bowling balls and bowling pins and
Yeah,
just
exactly.
randomness.
You could take a
So,
bowling pin and haul it out, make it look real, but it's not.
mhm, right,
I mean, a water gun. Shit, bring out a super soaker. Something stupid.
right.
Not
Yeah,
just
maybe we'll
what we
get
got.
that on Netflix
What
eventually.
do we got? Chairs, Kembo sticks,
Tables, a
tables.
trash
Everyone
can.
loves the tables. I'd rather see chairs because I love that sound that chair makes.
Yes.
Or the stairs going up to the rink. Those, oh, those are brutal. They beat the shit out of each other with that.
No, it was a good match. I really enjoyed that match. I
I
thought it
did
was
too.
funny when they tried.
The women were attacking the men. What do you think funny?
No, when they tried to bury the taller dude from Wyatt Six under all the crap and the
Oh yeah,
chairs and the
I was like, doing? I just throwing everything on him.
right,
I was like, I was gonna lay here. I was gonna lay here and take a nap. That's what I would
right,
have done. I'm like,
for real,
oh,
right?
I see at the match. I mean, why are they called the White Six though? There's only five.
I think people have speculated and they think they're reserving that sixth spot for Bray Wyatt.
Oh,
That's his.
like
That's like his spot.
yeah,
Yeah, that's what
the
people
wide six.
speculate. I don't think there's been anything confirmed on that, but that's just all
Gotcha.
speculation.
All right, I was just thinking that the other day. Like, why are they the White Six? There's only five of them.
Or it could be. I've heard it could be Alexa Bliss's spot, and we just haven't seen her yet. So
Ooh, two
because
females in a fraction.
she was heavily involved
Yeah.
with Bray Wyatt before he
Ooh, I
left.
like her. I like her.
Yeah.
Her. So
So
yeah, I mean, I think it was the best match of the night. I mean, hands down, best match of the night. You?
yeah, I agree. Yeah, I almost
It was
felt
just.
like it
I
was a
thought
good
Chad.
spot, but man, that high, and then it's kind of hard to make the rest of the show up to that level, which I think they did at times.
Yeah, they did
It
some
was a
good
good show.
matches, some good
Yeah.
promos. Well, let's move it along, man. You could talk about the next one because I don't want to even see that one I
Oh,
see
I
right
can't
there.
wait to hear your thoughts on this. The best there is, the best there was, and the best there ever will be.
Whoever said that? It's like the Dallas Cowboys saying, we're
They're
America's
America's
team.
team.
No one ever said that but fucking them. Or
Fucking Bret Hart.
yeah, Bret Hart saying I'm the best ever was the best. No, you're not, buddy. Okay, you wear this bright ass pink fucking neon shit. Okay, you had the shittiest glasses. Your body, I don't like them. It's all. I know I'm gonna get a lot of hate for this because there's so many people
There's
who
a
are like,
lot of big Bret
"Oh, I
Hart
love
guys out
Bret
there.
Hart." I fucking hate Bret Hart.
Bret
His voice,
Fart.
you can always tell. Bret Fart, I like that. We're gonna patent that. Bret Fart, I mean, hands down, one of my top 5 hated wrestlers. I didn't even
Really?
think he could be the number one. I just my blood boils when I hear him, see him, people talk about him. It's like, oh my god, he's not, man. He just okay. He had some good matches. I like when it was the Hart Foundation in the beginning versus like the Rockers and other tag team champions.
Yeah.
I didn't mind them as a kid. I was like, oh, good tag team because I love Jimmy and Neihart. So it kind of like balanced them out. My hate, I didn't really care. But when he went solo, and it was just like, why is everybody making fun of this dude? They made fun of Owen Hart, but they didn't make fun of Bret Hart. It's like,
I see. I don't know. I guess I don't hate Bret Hart. I actually seen him in person once at a Raw.
let me ask you this real
But
quick. When you started watching wrestling, was he in WCW or WWF?
he was in WCW.
Okay.
It was right after the Montreal Screwjob time frame. I remembered about.
Yeah,
I
good
won't.
job, Vince.
Yeah, right.
Screw
Because
that
then,
fucking pussy bitch.
yep, that's the first time I saw him was in WCW, and then once I started watching WWF, learned about that. That's when I kind of learned the
So
history
go back to
there.
your side. You said you got to meet him.
No, I didn't meet him, but I actually saw him live because he was kind of after my time. He wasn't really wrestling by the time I was going to shows anymore. He was more of just a guest appearance type
Fuck
person.
Bret Hart.
I didn't mind
Good.
him. I think he's very arrogant and he's a fucking crybaby, but I mean, I like watching
Fuck
his
yeah, that's
wrestling.
why I hate crybabies. That's why I like
I like
Gunther when
watching
he
his
said that.
wrestling, those. I like his
He's like,
wrestling matches. He can go.
when Gunther's like, Bill Goldberg. I can't do Gunther. Bill Goldberg. I can't try to do Gunther. I can't. But Bill Goldberg. I was like, yeah.
Yo, when he dropped that line, I
I was like,
lost it.
fuck yeah, Gunther. You just got a point for me. You just
For
got a
real,
brownie.
Gunther killed it. Gunther may be the best heel in the business right now.
Second.
Second? Who's number one?
Dom, dude.
Oh yeah, that's true. Yeah, Dom's number one.
Nobody
by far.
likes Dom. His own father doesn't even like him.
Yeah.
But when Gunther's like, drop that, yeah, then your brother comes out.
Fucking Sami Zayn.
I was like, oh god, Canadians gotta have their back,
Exactly. I didn't even think about it. It makes sense for him to come out. Let me go help out Bret Hart. He's his Canadian idol.
No, he wanted to go help Bret Hart. Let me help you, Bret Hart.
Pretty much.
You're the greatest. I'll do whatever you say, Bret Hart. Fuck Bret Hart.
Did you ever watch the match with him and Stone Cold in that I Quit match?
Yep.
Yeah, that match was good.
I mean, I might hate him, but he can wrestle. I'll give you that.
Yeah.
But he just reminds me of that guy in high school that was older. That just, even after graduating, he was hanging around, living off the dreams, Yeah, 20 years later, yeah, we got a Super Bowl. You boys got to get that Super Bowl. Like, shut the fuck up, dude.
No, I agree. I agree 100%.
All right, let's go on before I have a heart attack.
Before you break something.
Whew. Drew and Punk. It sounded like Drew was like, I'm done with you, Punk. Let's move it along.
I like it. It needs this needs to be the final chapter. No more Drew versus Punk after this. But this match needs to be violent. We need
weapons galore, fire,
thumbtacks,
handcuffs,
barbed wire. It needs to be violent. I almost wish it was an I Quit match inside of Hell in a Cell. No pinfall, just an I Quit match.
I like that.
Yeah,
you could be banging his head against the fucking bars. And I like that.
Exactly.
I like that.
But I think this match needs to be violent. It's gotten personal. I'm curious to see, because we still got like 4 or 5 weeks until Bad Blood. It's not till like the middle of October.
Oh, it's October.
So
Yeah, you're right. It's October 5th. That's right.
yeah, so I'm curious to see how the story is going to progress. How personal are they going to make it? So we'll see. I
Uh,
did like the video you sent me of fucking CM Punk getting this stupid dog's thumbprint.
Larry's get his
Yeah,
thumbprint. Fuck you, Larry. Dude, like,
stuff.
if my dog wasn't so dead over there, I'd pick him up and show him because he's safe and he's old. And,
It reminded me of the Deadpool dog, just looking all crazy.
yeah. You met my dog, how old he is.
Yeah, he's older than dirt.
Fuck yeah, dude. This guy was in Vietnam, my dog. Used to be a tunnel rat.
Man, I don't know which direction they go with that. Like, I won't do any predictions, but that prediction
I'm
show is going
tired
to
of
be
seeing
hard.
Drew. I think, we hear about these wrestlers like Seth taking a break and all these wrestlers, I need a break. When
Mhm.
Drew, when are you going to take a break? Grab yourself a Kit Kat and take a break.
You know
Seriously.
what? It's definitely possible. I mean, he's been pretty consistent almost like every show
Maybe
for
that's
since
why. I mean, I
maybe like
miss Seth freaking
WrestleMania or so.
Rollins, dude. I
Yeah,
miss Seth. I miss,
we need Seth
Heck
Rollins back.
yeah! I
Yo,
miss
when that
that.
hits, that crowd's gonna go nuts whenever he comes back.
Breaks my heart if he doesn't come back. All these people's trying to spread rumors. Oh, Seth not coming back. Him and
I
Becky are
think he
done.
will. I think he will. He's not gonna go. He's too big to go anywhere else. He's
Oh, I
way
love
too
him.
big. He won't go to AEW. He won't go anywhere
I
else.
can't
He's too
afford him. I
big.
don't think you.
Uh, I don't know. Maybe. I mean, the dude's their owner is a billionaire. His dad owns the Jacksonville Jaguars, and he's an oil tycoon out of Saudi Arabia. So they
Oh
got
no, I'm
infinite
thinking of
money.
Jacksonville's not too bad, but it's Florida Panthers that's doing horrible.
Yeah. So I think they have the money, but I just think at this point in Seth's career and this how
Yeah.
established he is, he's not going to go anywhere. Same thing with Becky Lynch. She's not going to go anywhere either. I would be very shocked if either one of them went to a different promotion.
All right. I mean, are we going to see more promos leading up to the Drew and Punk? Is Punk going to retaliate against Drew for making him eat the bracelet?
I would assume so at some point, right? I mean, it
Yeah,
has
I
to.
mean, he has to retaliate.
Yeah.
You're a pansy if you don't. Sorry,
Maybe
CM Punk.
CM Punk goes to Drew's house and beats up his
Mm.
wife or something. I don't know.
Just drives his car right through the house and kills Larry. I mean, kills Larry. It kills like his dog.
He just drives to his living room.
It's a Scottish Terrier or
A
Scotty.
Scottish Terrier.
I don't know.
But are you excited for this Hell in a Cell match? How you feeling about it? Are you like,
So. Yeah,
nah?
yeah.
Yeah.
I'm tired of seeing the Drew and Punk story. I am. But if they bring out the Hell in a Cell, I mean, it's
Yeah.
something I like and I enjoy watching the Hell in a Cell or anything is crazy matches.
Yep.
Crazier
And
the
it's
better. So
the first ever Hell in a Cell happened on this pay-per-view, so I think they might do something big for it. Maybe Seth returns for that. I mean, Kane returned that first ever match. Maybe we have some type of repeat thing with Seth coming out. I don't know.
yeah, I can see that.
Hmm.
Well, let's keep the ball rolling
Yeah.
because we love talking wrestling.
Yeet.
Ooh, yeet.
Yeet.
We could talk a lot about this.
Mhm.
I mean, let's talk about the match first. But
Good
I thought it
match.
was a
I like
great
the
match.
match. Yeah, I agree.
I thought it was a great match. Do you think Pete Dunne belonged there?
Mm,
Fucking keep him in NXT. Let them keep him.
really, I like Pete Dunne. I mean, I like him and Dragon.
Sheamus attacking him.
Yeah, I thought that was cool. Sheamus kind of beating the shit out of him backstage. I
like
don't
that.
mind Pete Dunne being there. If he would have won, I think it maybe would have been too soon.
Okay.
But I think him being there is getting him the exposure, getting his name out there, such of that nature.
So I'm ready for this match.
Number
Jay
one
versus
contender.
Broad Breaker.
So
Gonna be
I
a
heard
good
some
match.
speculation that
That's
this
what I want to get into.
this match might not happen at the pay-per-view. They might just hold it for a Raw. I think it should be a pay-per-view match,
Yeah,
but
because they didn't have an Intercontinental match last pay per view.
yeah.
PLE. So yeah, the PLE. You think that it's going to be on a PLE or it's going to be on a
Well, they're saying
Raw?
I think it should be on a PLE,
Oh fuck
but
yeah, dude!
they're
Main
saying
event?
rumors it could be on Raw, so we might
My
have to
buddy
see about
can't.
that.
My buddy Richie does not like Jay. He's like he
Why
sucks. Like
not?
no, dude,
I like Jay.
part of wrestling is making that crowd pop for you.
Exactly, and he knows
When
how
he
to do it.
says, hit my music, and bam, that place goes bonkers.
I'm not gonna lie, Jay. Honestly, I was thinking about it the other day. Jay almost kind of reminds me of a Hulk Hogan. He's got like 6 moves, but the crowd
Yeah,
goes crazy. He knows
yeah.
how to work the crowd.
How many more moves can he do? I mean, he
I mean,
flies,
he's
he
got what? A
jumps,
super kick, the
a spear.
splash, a spear, a slap to the face.
Yeah, but I've
That's
seen him
pretty
do
much.
DDTs or
Well, yeah.
power
No,
slams.
that's true.
I mean, what do you want?
That's
He's
true.
not a submission wrestler. He's a
He's
flyer.
more
What
of
do
a,
you consider him?
I'd say a brawler slash flyer because he does fly and stuff sometimes.
Okay.
But he can go. I'm
There
excited
was
for
some
this
good match.
match. I
Do
wouldn't
you
mind seeing
think?
him and. No, go ahead.
No, sorry. No. Do you think Jimmy's going to come out and help him?
I didn't even think
Because
about that.
then he cannot be main event Jey Uso. He needs to win a belt to keep that main event or keep that Jey Uso train rolling. I feel
Mhm.
like he needs to win the belt
I agree. He
because
does
he's
need to
been
win the
losing and
belt.
losing since he came to Raw. And
He
he left
always
the bloodline and
loses.
came to Raw. And I mean, he's not getting over
I
that.
don't know if he can beat Braun Breaker though, man. I think Braun Breaker's too much for him.
Against Broad Breaker. What do you think about Broad Breaker trying to intimidate everybody?
I liked it. I mean, you're the champ. You can do what you want. Like get in people's
You're the
mind,
champ.
play mind games with them.
I mean, I don't hate
I
Broad
mean,
Breaker. No, he's not like
nah.
Bret Hart hate. Fuck you, Bret Hart. Go Goldberg. Fuck Bret Hart.
At first, I thought
Um,
Braun Breaker was just another Bill Goldberg, but Braun Breaker can actually wrestle. So that's
well, I
why
mean,
that's why I'm a fan of Braun Breaker. I think he's cool. He's
his
got the
dad
attitude.
was one of the greatest
Yeah.
wrestlers. So I think so. He went solo, and
Came Big Papa
remember he
Pump.
always had that one little ball on his muscle. Like, how do you have one little round ball?
So steroids.
Oh, really? A little tallywagger.
Mhm.
So we're gonna get a prediction when we get to this match, or if it is gonna be Hell in a Cell. Just say Hell in a Cell's tomorrow. Who do you got in this match? You said Braun Breaker.
Yeah, Braun Breaker.
I would take Jay. I think just Jay's time.
You think Jay beats Braun?
Yeah, I'm gonna say when the time comes, Jay's gonna beat Braun.
All right. All right.
I hope he does it on his own. He doesn't do it with his brother, because people want to see them back together because they were a badass tag team.
Yeah, arguably one of the
But
greatest.
yeah, I agreed. But I think he needs to keep the solo. But he's been helping out Judgment. Joe can't call him Judgment Day. He's been helping out Rhea and Dom.
Yeah,
Damien,
yeah.
sorry,
Because he came out and
that over.
saved him earlier in the show.
Yeah, he's coming out and helped Damian Priest and Rhea a couple times, and he's got a little thing for mommy.
I know, right? She sent out a tweet about him too. I forgot exactly what it said, but
Tweet.
something along the lines of like "thanks for the help" or something like that. So
Interested.
let's see.
All right, well, let's keep rolling and rolling. All right, that's all the matches, really, the big bang of matches we talked about, right?
Yeah, pretty much. You know, if there's
Was
anything
there any
else
other
you want to
matches
hit.
we're missing?
I mean,
I
there's the
mean,
women
real quick.
matches.
Well, no, I like the Damian and Dragon Lee match, and I like the Finn and
Yeah, both. I like the Finn
Jeff,
match because it made
the Ray.
Finn kind of the way he just beat the shit out of Rey Mysterio kind of made him more of a threat. I feel like going
Oh,
into
dude, what if he
this
comes
match
back with
with
that evil
Damian.
Finn?
But I thought, honestly, I think he should, and I almost thought him versus Damian because they have bad blood. I thought they could do a Hell in a Cell as well, or some
They
type
need
of
a they
street
need a
fight
crazy
or something.
match.
Yeah, they do. I feel like, yeah, maybe some type of street fight. I quit. I don't know, something. But yeah, I agree.
Let's hope for that. Yeah, so we cover those matches. So let's get to our topics. Boom. Raw moving to 2 hours on October
It's
7th.
official. They
I saw that.
announced
We
it.
all saw that. What do you think? I mean, I want to hear your thought first. So what do you think of going to 2 hours?
I'm good with it. Let's cut out all the bullshit, make Raw the premier show, put all the hard-hitting action there, and let's go with it. And then obviously I heard the speculation that SmackDown could go to 3 hours. That's not confirmed or anything.
You know what? Okay, we love wrestling. We got this channel. We talk wrestling all the time. whatever. We watch it. I'm okay with both of them going for 2 hours. I love
Yeah.
it, but 3 hours. I mean, especially Monday night now. Got football too. It's hard to watch football and
And
wrestling. You
then
know.
3 hours on a Friday night for SmackDown. I mean, people like to
Yeah, I
go
mean,
out
come
and
on.
stuff. Who's gonna be
Yeah, two
watching it?
hours. I think 2 hours for each.
2 hours is
I
perfect. You got
mean,
NXT, you got your freaking Twitter show that you do, and then they're
agreed.
starting up. Oh, that could have been another topic. They're starting up the Saturday night main event. So they don't know
It's
when
gonna go
yet,
to
but
Monday. It's gonna go
that's
7 days a week.
for real. We're gonna
Also,
have a
with
lot of
that,
wrestling shows.
help me figure out something. They were talking about the season premiere of Raw. How is it a
Mhm.
season premiere when they don't do reruns? They just same episode, same thing over and over.
I've always wondered that too. I have no idea. I think maybe they either make up shit or maybe when the
Because
contract, the anniversary of like when they signed the contract with the USA Network.
I know, no, they do it every year. They do like, oh, this is our season premiere. To
Well,
me,
yeah, that's
season
what I'm
premiere,
saying.
yeah,
Like
season
maybe
premieres are like you've been running reruns all summer. Now it's the new season, so we're at season 7. So this is what season 30 something for
fuck,
Raw.
it's got to be in the 30s, 40s, or 50s or
No,
something. It's got to be
how
up there.
about that old motherfucker? It started in like
Yeah.
93,
Raw,
94.
yeah, but yeah, I
So
guess, yeah,
so
that's true.
30.
You're
We'll
right.
say 30 years. We're
Yeah.
good at math. But yeah, even with 30 years, that it's time. I think both 2 hours. I think 2 hours are perfect.
No, I agree. I'm good with 2 hours. 2 hours is that right spot. Maybe spill over a little bit, which I heard could happen on Netflix. If like they got to be strict on the networks. Now you're on Netflix. You don't have to be cut off at the
Yeah.
time. So if it goes like two and a
Yeah.
quarter, I won't be too mad. But I feel like
No,
two
no,
hours
no,
needs
like
to be
that.
that
Yeah.
spot. Yeah.
I mean, you could see why they have to have 3 hours for Raw or SmackDown. But you gotta have. I mean, they both are stacked with talent. So we're trying to get so many stories and so many matches in.
There's a lot of talent.
So
Wrestling's in a good spot right now. There's a lot of good wrestlers. There's a lot of good stories. Sometimes I almost feel like there's not enough TV time for everyone, but it's the way it
But I
is.
don't mind if it breaks it up. Like you said, we got what Monday night. We'll have Wednesday NXT
Hmm.
if you want. You got Twitter. You got
Yeah.
Friday night SmackDown, and then the main event. Which how would that work if they bring back Saturday night main event and they have a PLE?
Yeah, I don't know. There's not much details that's been, I don't want to say leaked, but there's not much that's been put out, so I'm kind of curious. The only thing they've really said is it's going to be on Saturday. Now, AEW also runs their show on Saturday too. So now are we going to get a little competition head to head
Of
there?
course,
Are we
maybe
going to
that's
get
what they're trying to do.
different,
Is just put
yeah, different time slots? I don't know. So we'll have to wait and see on that one. That's going to be interesting.
that's a way to put someone out of business, like they did WCW. Just
Well, what's funny is NXT actually moved to Wednesdays when AEW first came out, and AEW was putting NXT out of business. But AEW was a lot hotter when it first
yeah,
started compared to
that's when they
what it
had
is now.
Cody. And
Yeah, exactly. So who knows? Competition creates better product for us fans.
yeah,
So
yeah,
I'm
yeah.
for it. I'm
Let's
for it.
go. Let's rock and roll with it. All
Yep.
right. Moving on down. SmackDown on USA premieres this Friday. You ready
What?
for it?
Well, I don't know if you saw that thing I sent you earlier. Supposedly they got some big
Yeah, I
stuff
heard.
planned for
Yeah,
Friday. Maybe The Rock, maybe Roman. Who knows? So
it's got to
I'm
be. I think it's got to be a banger because last week was, I think, was a dud, wasn't it? I can't remember last Friday.
Yeah, it was a dud. I fast forwarded through most of it. I watched
Yeah,
a
I
couple
think I watched
highlights.
more. I don't remember it even. I watched more football, but
Yeah, so well, I won't be watching this Friday because we're going to a football game, but I'm gonna watch it afterwards, and because I'm pretty excited for it. Maybe I'll watch
you
it at
gonna
the football game on my phone. So we'll
you gonna
see how
ref
that
the
goes.
football game?
Maybe I should go out there with a referee shirt and just be
Yeah,
having
definitely.
just nobody will question me.
Cheer
Just
for the
walk on
ref.
the field with my whistle, cheer for the
Yeah, just
refs.
cheer for the refs and like, come on, refs, you're the greatest. Let's go. That was
Side
a
note,
good call. Even if it was a bad call, everyone's
I
pissed.
actually seen people do that at a hockey game. I think maybe the Edmonton Oilers or something. They came and cheered on the refs, and everybody's just looking at them like, "What the hell's wrong with you?"
Side note, which you could probably edit this part out, but that was a good tribute they did to that hockey player. That was nice.
Oh yeah, what was it Bordeaux? Gordreau? I forget
God,
his
begins
name.
with a G or
Yeah, no, I thought that was cool. I hadn't even heard of it, honestly. I don't follow Calgary too much, but I
no.
thought it was very touching, very cool. Would you hear the story about that, right?
Yeah, it was a drunk driver hit
Yeah, he
killed him.
killed him,
His brother.
and both their wives were pregnant or are pregnant. Crazy,
What a
right?
scumbag. I didn't think Canada
So,
had drunk drivers.
right?
How do you
They
get
just
drunk on natty ice?
get drunk on maple syrup.
Yeah. Hey, did I say this yet? Fuck you, Bret Hart. Fuck you,
Fucking
Bret
Bret
Hart.
Hart.
Fucking
Fucking
Bret
Bret Hart.
Fart.
I do like how WWE is kind of mending fences with some of these older guys now, starting
Triple
with
H. Okay, okay.
yeah, with Jesse the Body too coming back, and I'm sure
When
we'll
they
get into
announced that Bret Hart, we should have talked about this in the Bret Hart part, but when they announced that Bret Hart's going to be on, I was like, why is he coming out? Who cares? What does he have to say? Is he going to be a manager? Is he going to be a
He really didn't have much to
commentator?
say,
He
honestly, when he
really did.
was
He
out
sat there
then.
with his hand in his pocket with that fucking grin that I would just like to take a shovel and hit him so many times with a metal shovel. Fuck Bret Hart. Every topic we talk about today, yeah, I'm going to bring up how much I can't stand Bret Hart just to piss people off too, because so many people love him. And when I say I hate Bret Hart, they're like, "What? You hate Bret Hart?" Dude, if that guy handed me, you remember in the late 80s, early 90s, he would bring his glasses and give them to a kid or something.
Yeah,
Dude, if I was a kid and gave him to me, I would have
throw
screamed
it
rape or
back.
he molested me. I was like, no, he molested me. He touched me. Fucking all the girls used to carry these boys too carried a teddy bear.
Oh
A
man,
Brett
oh
David.
Bret Hart.
You know what? I don't think he was ever a wrestling buddy. You remember those?
Yes, I
I want to
do
look that up.
remember
I
those.
have
I
my
wonder how
Ultimate
much those
Warrior.
go for. I'm
Oh,
sure they don't make them anymore.
I,
It's been a while.
no, the highest for the WWF ones, the most expensive is like the LOD Legion of Doom. They're like
Mhm.
$500 for a pair. $1 Million Man, I want.
Damn.
He's like 200-300. Um, Hogan, the Jake the Snake, Ted DiBiase for WWF. I'm trying to remember. I think that's it for W. Then they did a few for WCW, but maybe they did do a Bret Hart. I'm gonna Google it after because it's free.
Yeah,
Fuck you,
Google's
Bret
free.
Hart. So, what do you expect this week? Anything for SmackDown? Anything huge?
I'm expecting some major bloodline Cody Rhodes story progression, whether that involves Roman, The Rock, or just who we have already. I expect something to really kick us off into the new part, I guess, to the next chapter of the bloodline story, because there's some
I mean, yeah,
spec.
this is where they start building up WrestleMania. So
Mm-hmm.
let's
Because we
go. I
got what? We
mean,
got Bad Blood, we got Survivor Series, and then really we got the Rumble, couple other PLEs
ooh, my
sprinkled in there,
favorite.
and then it's WrestleMania again.
I love Rumble. Rumble's my
So
favorite.
yeah, I think it's gonna be a hard hitting show, and we're gonna see some good action, I think.
Dude, why don't they do two matches at the same time, Royal Rumble? Like the women's battle royale and the men's. That'd be cool.
That would be
Chaos.
just straight fucking chaos. Two
Two
rings,
rings
or
in
you
it.
talking
Yep,
about
two
all
rings.
one?
Two
Or we just have
rings.
them all in one
Oh,
ring. How
all
about
of them. All of them. All of them.
that?
Let's have that ring break, or just get two rings like they do for
Yeah, the War Games.
war games. Yeah, two rings like that. Just do that and have women and men. Just
No, that'd be
see
cool. Could you dig that?
Rhea Ripley kicking all the guys out, and you know.
She probably could.
Um,
Probably could.
yeah, let's move it along because
All right. Well, here are some topics I found that kind of just wanted to see what you thought. ESPN released their most influential people in wrestling list. I was like, all right, we got Nick Khan. He's the head guy above Triple H. All right. We got Triple H himself, The Rock. All right. Tony Khan, who owns AEW. And then they fucking put Logan Paul on there. How is he one of the most influential people in wrestling right now? And maybe
I
not
don't
like a
know.
Roman Reigns or a Cody
Yeah,
Rhodes or
Cody.
so I don't know what the fuck they were thinking on that. You can tell they don't watch wrestling or have no fucking clue as to what
Oh
they're
yeah, that's why it's
doing.
never on ESPN unless it's something with Logan Paul or The Rock or
But I admit
still. I mean,
Logan Paul's got a pretty big following, but he hasn't
why
been
does he have a following? He's
influential
an idiot.
because people are idiots and they
I mean,
follow him.
I don't follow, but I don't mind watching his wrestling and
Yeah.
because he can move and he puts on a good show. He's a good
And he
heel,
has
but
respect for the business.
I agree, but
Yeah,
he's an idiot.
now he's a fucking idiot. All right,
Fucking two bag.
well, we can move straight into this. The Pro Wrestling Insider released their top 5 wrestlers of the year so far this year. Cody,
Ooh,
Swerve, Will Ospreay, Seth Rollins, and Kazuya Nato. He did like a small stint in AEW, but he's like the Roman Reigns of New Japan. He's like their head
okay,
fucking
okay.
guy. But I
I mean,
think
it's a
Cody
good
Rhodes,
list. I mean,
I think
they
Cody and
cover all the
Swerve deserve those 2
wrestlers.
spots.
You think Cody deserves? Yeah. I mean, in the past 9 months, whatever of the year, I mean, yeah, I can see Cody Rhodes winning the Rumble Mania.
Yeah.
Seth Rollins, I love fucking Seth Rollins.
And then
He
we
does
got
no
whose
wrong.
house? Swerve's
Swerve's
house.
house.
Everybody knows whose house it is these
I need
days.
that figure. I gotta find that Swerve
I
figure.
know. I've been keeping an eye on it out now. It'll be good. It'll be
Yeah, it's a
good.
good list. I mean, I
It's
don't think
not
that's
bad.
bad.
Not
Besides
bad.
that,
I like they do all the
tattoo,
wrestling and not
tattoo,
just
not a
the
Toto.
tattoo, not the Toto.
Not the Toto, not my Toto.
Not
I
my
just don't.
Toto.
I never seen him or never heard of him, but it's fine. Now it gives me a reason to Google him and see. Oh, this guy can
Yeah,
move.
right.
Or
Right. 3 minutes. All right. And now this last clip. So Hulk Hogan was recently on Logan Paul's podcast. I don't know if you've caught any of that yet.
no.
But he said Logan Paul needs to be the world champion ASAP. That should be WWE's goal is to put the world heavyweight championship on Logan Paul.
Was
I
he?
want to
Was
get your
he?
thoughts about that.
Oh my god, that sounds like I gotta watch that now because it sounds like he just wants Logan Paul's balls in his mouth so he can like ride that Logan Paul train and get on his channel. And next thing you know, is fucking Hulk Hogan's bandana is gonna be half Hogan and half Pikachu or
Pikachu.
Chawa, or he's trying to jump on. No, man, he is not a heavyweight champ of no means. He
No,
is a
I
middle
agree.
card wrestler. The fact that he fought Cody and then that was just I don't know. You owe me one match. Like
True, he fought
WWE, you owe me
Roman
huge.
Reigns when he was champ too. Like, where's
Yeah, I
Logan Paul
mean,
getting all these high profile matches at?
I just Hogan, you're wrong, buddy.
I
As
think
wrong as
Hogan.
Bret Hart being the greatest there ever was, ever will be. Fuck you, Bret Hart. Fuck Bret Hart.
I think Hogan's just trying to do stuff today to stay relevant. Just
Yeah,
say the most
exactly.
obnoxious shit he can.
Exactly. You're retired, dude. You're divorced.
Supposedly he
Whatever.
did sign like a 5-year Legends contract. I don't know if you heard that.
No.
So
I want
I
to
think
see. I want to.
that's
Oh, go
mostly
on.
for like selling his merch and stuff.
I mean,
I
his
don't think
merch
he's
is
gonna be
always going to
showing up.
sell. People from
Yeah,
my generation, and
yeah, and
but
everybody knows who the fuck Hulk Hogan is.
oh yeah, he's an icon. He's not my
Yeah,
icon. I'm not a huge fan, but um, I want to see some of these old wrestlers from my generation, being a kid watching it as managers. I feel like we have no managers. There's no managers.
there
Where's
really
Paul Heyman?
isn't.
Really?
Or
Where's
he's still suffering from when Solo put him through the table, I guess.
yeah? Where's
No,
the
you're
old
right
man that
though.
comes with Counting Crows? What are they called?
The who?
Adam
Who'd you say?
Cross. Is it? I was like, what's his
Oh,
name?
Karrion Cross. Yeah.
Gary Cross. Yeah, that old man that comes out with his group. But
He just, I don't know. He reminds me of the dude from Breaking Bad.
oh god, yeah, he was Legion of Doom's manager.
Who?
That old man.
Was he really?
Yeah, the last stint. I think one of the
Oh,
last
I didn't
stints
know
in
that.
WWE. Yeah, I forgot his
I didn't know
name.
that.
I mean,
All right, so
I love managers.
who would you like to see a former wrestler be a manager, and who would you like to see them manage them?
Well, with your question, I like that. That's a great question. I mean, I would honestly have to really think about it, but off the top of my head, I mean, right, the Hitman Hart could be after watching him, he could be a manager.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe.
Fuck Bret Hart.
Fuck you, Bret Hart. We'll edit it and just put Bret Hart over my finger.
That would be pretty funny. I might put him in the thumbnail.
That's perfect. Man, who would I would like to see? The Big Show as a manager? No, I'm trying to think of legends that have been out of the game for so long, but they're making
Big
great
Show's still under
managers.
contract with AEW. I'm pretty sure he does. He's there like errand boy. He doesn't really do much.
I think Ric Flair would be a good manager. He can start his own Four Horsemen.
Ric Flair
Ric
would be
Flair
a
would be
good
a good
manager.
manager. Maybe his daughter.
Yeah,
I think
that
I think Ric
that'd
Flair would
be
be a good
good.
manager. Hogan, I think Hogan would have to steal the spotlight. Ric Flair doesn't
Yeah,
have to, but he will because it's Ric Flair.
it's fucking Ric
So
Flair.
it's fucking Ric Flair.
Woo!
Rikishi could be a manager.
Okay, sure, I can do that. I can see that.
Who do you think?
Well, me personally, because he's one of my favorites, I'd like to
Ooh,
see DD.
Diamond.
I'd like to see DDP be a
I was
manager.
just thinking that when he said you were one of your
Mm-hmm.
favorite. I'm like, actually, he would because he's such a
Yeah,
motivator. He'd be like the face,
yeah.
like the motivator type.
His fucking
But in my
yoga he
generation,
does.
if you had a manager, you were kind of a bad guy. You were Bobby the
Yeah, I
Brain
do kind of
Heenan,
remember
Jimmy
that.
Hart, Slick, Mr. Fuji,
Mr. Fuji.
Classy, Freddie Bassie. There's so many, but in my generation, if you had a manager, you were bad. But not really because like Jimmy Hart had so many talent. He had Dino
The mouth of
Bravo,
the
but
South.
yeah, he had Earthquake. He had a lot of. He started with the Hart Foundation.
Hmm.
Um, so I
How
think
about
if
this for
you,
a manager? How about this for a manager? Stone Cold Steve Austin. How you feel
I
about
think he's
that if
too.
you were to come up?
I think he's like Hulk Hogan, dude. He's too much of a
You think it's still the
spotlight, and it's
spotlight?
on
I could
me.
see that. Yeah, I could see that.
I mean, he's a great probably uh, mentor if somebody wanted to like learn how to be a dick or break beer bottles and beer cans over your head and shit and
Shit, I
fuck
wouldn't
your
mind seeing him
boss.
coming back as like taking like Adam Pearce's spot and being like a Raw
I could
General
see him do. I
Manager or
was about to say I
something.
could see him doing that, or even color commentary. I've seen some of his
Oh,
podcasts, and it's not bad.
him on the commentary table, I
Oh
guarantee
yeah,
would be fucking
fuck this
hilarious.
motherfucker. Just sitting drinking beer all night,
Just
getting
drinking beer
trashed.
cans all over the fucking announce
I think
table.
let's start that, man. Stone
That'd be
Cold. We need Stone Cold as
I mean, his
color
merch is still
commentary.
selling. Shit,
Oh
you
fuck,
always see
dude! Everything
316
you
shirts in
see,
the
like
crowd.
when you go to wrestling now, it's like
Yep.
you still see 316. That guy
I
will
wonder how much
always.
it cuts, like guys like him, Hogan, The Rock, some of those bigger guys. I wonder how much of a percentage they're still getting
Oh
just
fuck,
because
dude!
their
That's
merch sells so much. Like they don't have to
oh
live,
yeah,
they don't have to work or do anything. Just live off their fucking fame.
yeah. So I think I'm gonna lock it in with Ric Flair coming back and controlling
Mhm.
like a new Four Horsemen. What you taking, Diamond
Uh,
Dallas?
yeah, I'll go with DDP. I
I
like
can see
Diamond
that's right there.
Dallas.
DDP, my manager, DDP. Perfect.
DDP.
I think that's really good. That was a really good topic. Woo!
Woo!
Coming out, he's got like a suit, but it's got his like flair of like Ric Flair.
Yes,
Man,
yes.
I can see
I
him
like that.
taking like Austin. He takes Austin Theory under his wing.
Oh, that'd be a good heel group right there. Theory and
Braun
Ric
Breaker
Flair, Braun Breaker.
or Braun Strowman.
Is what's the Iron Sheik? Is he still alive?
No, he passed like a year or
Did
two
he
ago.
pass? Oh, okay. I say they should pair
Ooh,
him
that
and
guy's.
Gunther.
Ooh, that would be good. Gunther needs a good manager. I think Ric Flair can manage him too. I think Gunther needs like a guy
That'd be
going
a good combo watching him and fucking Ric Flair and Gunther just get along with each other. I guarantee that'd be some
because they
good
both were
comedy.
doing. Gunther mastered the chops, and Ric Flair used the chops
Yeah.
all the time, and then
Yep.
the eye poke.
The
If he was
eye poke.
alive, Roddy Piper would be a good one.
Yes, Roddy Piper. Yes. Yep. He could talk. He could fucking do everything.
See, I picked Ric Flair because he could do the man and the female. Like he could take his daughter. He could take.
He could do
Um,
both.
oh, what'd be great with him too, and Tiffy. Tiffy time
Tiffany
with that.
Stratton.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that bright colors, the finesse, the pièce, all that. So yeah,
That
I
would
like
be
that.
good, actually. I dig that. I dig that for sure.
I think we should bring that more into the wrestling world. More managers, more managers.
More
What do you guys think? Let us
managers.
know what you think. Should we have more managers, and who would be a great legend as a manager? All right, so let's get to our final thoughts.
Our
Phew.
final thoughts.
Final thoughts on wrestling. Talked about Monday night, so Friday night coming up. We talked about our excitement. Hopefully, it's going to be a good one.
Yeah.
My final thought is right this. How'd you do in fantasy this week?
Hey, you don't win championships in week 1. Don't win championships in week 1. That's all I got to say about that.
When you played backyard football and you'd say losers walk, you need to walk off the phone off the camera right now. Just walk away.
No. Nope.
You lost. I won mine. I'll say my final thought is I won my
Congratulations.
fantasy.
Everybody gets lucky.
10-man league. Skills, motherfucker. You and Bret Hart right here.
Skills.
I got one for you and I got one for Bret Hart. So yeah, I won mine, and out of a 10-man league, I got the highest score. Points to me. What's your final thoughts, Sexy?
I think in general, I'm just from now until honestly WrestleMania season. I think I'm excited to see how this era transition is going to go from now into the Netflix era into WrestleMania season.
I like that.
Like obviously that first episode of Netflix isn't going to be straight.
Rated.
Well, I don't think it's going to get straight like what everybody's thinking. We're not going to see bra and panties matches right away. They're just not going to throw rated R shit at us. We got to gradually build up to that. But I think that build up starts now. So that way when we
I'm
get
excited
to
for the Netflix.
Oh, I am too. I think if you're a wrestling fan and you're not excited for Netflix, I think you just need to fucking leave.
Because now they're going to bring like all these documentaries I love to watch. Not that you can't watch them on Peacock, but they're going to bring all this other shit they could do. Because
you know what's crazy about Netflix? Netflix is going to be the first time in wrestling history every wrestling fan in the world can watch wrestling at the same time because it'll be on Netflix Live. Yep.
I see what you're saying. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. So it's gonna be interesting. It's gonna really.
I wonder how much Netflix like paid to do this or worked on it. It's gonna be a sick ass deal.
Oh yeah. I think too in Netflix, I think they needed something because Netflix they were getting a lot of heat and stuff because they just weren't putting out any good movies anymore. The quality, the content was getting garbage.
I want to see more roast. Let's give us roast.
Well, yeah, that's what I was about to say. I think the roast of Brady kind of rejuvenated Netflix a little bit, and we're people like, all right, Netflix ain't that bad, but still, why do I need to pay $15 a month for it?
Dude,
if you have T-Mobile, it comes with T-Mobile.
That's the only reason I have it.
Yep, me too. And then now with them getting wrestling and you're getting an international audience, I think Netflix was smart doing that.
Good job, Netflix.
Smart. Mm-hmm.
One more final thought I got.
Yeah.
Did you watch the Cowboys game versus Cleveland?
I didn't watch the whole thing, but I was watching Red Zone, so I was getting bits and pieces of it and everything.
My buddy was ripping on Tom Brady as a commentator. What do you think he did?
I think he did fine for his first game.
Yeah,
like I'm not gonna rip on the dude.
Do you even know football? I mean, come on, buddy. I think he did a good job. He called like 4 plays. He's gonna have gibberish. It's his first really live game, and the spotlight's on him. But
I think he'll get better as time goes on.
Yeah, I do too. That motherfucker knows football.
Exactly. Like that's who you want in the booth commentating your games. That you want someone knowledgeable.
You're the GOAT for a reason,
right? Like I like listening to Tony Romo commentate.
I love listening. My wife hates.
Really?
Oh, she hates Romo. I
think he's a good commentator.
Mm-hmm. There's no commentator that I don't like, actually.
I like Greg Olson too. He was Fox's number 1 guy last year, but Brady took his spot. I like listening to him.
I don't like Sanchez.
Oh, Mark Sanchez. I haven't listened to him yet, so I can't really speak on him. I don't want to throw any dirt out there. One crew who I don't like is fucking Joe Buck and Troy Aikman.
I knew that. I had a feeling. You know, I hate as a commentator.
Who?
Bret Hart. Fuck you, Bret Hart. Commentate this. That's my final thought.
Bret Hart. That's your final thought. Fuck Bret Hart.
Fuck you, Bret Hart.
The best there was, the best there is, the best there ever will be. That's like CM Punk calling himself the best in the world.
You don't have to call yourself the best. There's so many people who have been before you that's so much better and after you. Fuck you, Bret Hart.
Fuck
That's my final thought. Fuck you, Bret Hart.
you, Bret Hart.
He's not even. He's relevant.
He's
All
relevant to
right.
Canada,
Oh, they love him in Canada, but
eh?
it's Canada, dude. Go eat your
Canada.
maple syrup and drink your natty ice.
Drink your that. Hey, what's wrong with Natty Ice? I drink Natty Ice.
It's because you live in Canada, Sami Zayn.
For real. We already got snow in the backyard.
Shut up. You used to when you lived in Green Bay, right? That's close enough.
Yeah, it's they'll probably have snow by Halloween.
Fuck Bret Hart. Fuck snow. All right, so that's going to
Yeah.
wrap it up for us. If you like what we talk about, please subscribe to us. Follow us on Instagram at Boston Mike 3. You can what's yours, D-Way?
I think just D-Way.
Yeah, we got tickety talks we do, and anytime you want to talk about anything wrestling, you want us to talk about it or get our input, please feel free to comment.
Help us hit 100 subs. We're
We're
trying.
getting there. We're
We're
climbing
12
that
away.
ladder.
12 away. I
We're
feel
gonna
like
get
once we hit
Marcus-
100, it's just gonna snowball, and 1,000 is gonna be right around the corner.
Oh, we're gonna be living next to Logan Paul together.
He's gonna be on our podcast.
Fuck yeah, and then we're gonna say fuck you, Brett. Dude, if we had like a massive like show like Logan Paul or fucking any of those guys, Pat McAfee, how big he got. I miss him. I do. But Pat McAfee, and someone's like, oh, dude, we got to do Bret Hart. I'm like, I'll be out that day. Get a sub.
I'll be out that day. I'm not even going to show up. Bret Hart's in studio. I don't care.
I want to sit in the audience and heckle him so bad. Like, fuck you, Bret Hart. Get over it. Oh, he broke my neck. Dude, you're 75 years old. You shouldn't be wrestling. And your hair, dude. What are you doing with the long white hair?
He reminded me. He looked like. Well, first I didn't know if he still had long hair. I thought it was just short, and he almost reminded me of like back in like the 1800s, like when George Washington when they wear those hair wigs and stuff. It almost kind of reminded me of that.
He was alive during that time too, man.
Probably.
Hey, George, I'm the best there ever was. Yeah, never will be. George is like, get the fuck out of here, man. Go back to Canada.
Smack them with a taste of freedom.
Yeah, go back to Canada, right? Hey, with your beady little eyes and your bobbing little head. Fuck you, Bret Hart.